It's week 1 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bears and the football team on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Chicago Bears. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So from the 36 now, first and 10. To throw is Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. But this time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Saunders. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they try the right side here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. Nice little nifty play for them there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington home. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long. It's Fields.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a hit and a loose football.
And does Washington have it? They do.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. He finds his man. Complete. That's Fields.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He finds his man complete. It's Fields. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Able to get there and pick it.
And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Taking it about the 1.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mayfield off the play fake.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Back to throw, Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fields. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A give running right, Gibson.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Throwing, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest. To the Bears offense.
Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Fields on first down.
He finds his man complete. That's Saunders.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. Again, Fields. That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Fields.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Looking to throw again on second down.
Fields. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Fields.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over with his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Saunders. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This take it in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Mayfield now. Over the middle, complete. It's Snyder. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Play fake. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Mayfield. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the 24, Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is right through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackled for just a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And that is Allen, still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Mayfield on first down. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. A first down throw for Mayfield. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From the gun, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fields. And he's got this down to the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time, Mayfield on fourth down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
On first down, Fields.
There's the stiff arm. Robinson's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Fields. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Going for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
2nd and 10, Fields again.
He finds his man, complete. It's Saunders. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! from 17 yards out.
And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Yeah, they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A huge play there for Washington. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fields. And he'll be out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll give it here to his running back. Breaks through the contact. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.